Hey guys, what's up? It's Ashley and this is gonna be my January TBR time because I still haven't figured out how I want to do one of my TBR games, so I'm working on that. Hopefully it'll be February, I don't know. But yeah, if you've been with me then you know I always do challenges every month and this year is no different. So they're the same, almost the same challenges as I was doing last year. So we'll just get into those. How about? So the first one is always going to be the Buzzwordathon by Kayla. And for this month, the little challenge or theme or whatever is life and death. So you can have a book that's got life and death in the title, dead, alive, that type of thing in the title. So as always, I kind of try to choose 2 or so I can have like a choice between what I want to read. So for that, I chose 2 different ones and they have the word alive and the word dead. So the first one is one that's been on my shelf since I think 2015. It's called Alive by Scott Siegler. It's about a girl who wakes up trapped in a coffin. So yeah, here's one to see what that's about. The next one I chose is actually an audiobook that I have on Audible, and that is I'm Glad My Mom Is Dead by Jeanette McCurdy. I've heard it's very interesting and good, and so I'm curious to see what that is like. So, and it's audio. So we're good with that. The second thing is the TBR Knockout by Melanie at Completely Melanie. I will list these the links or the person's channel below. And she always does 2 challenges every month, and with the month having like a specific kind of theme to it. So for January, the theme was, I had it written down, and why does snow, I think, or something like that. And so the first challenge is find a book with only words on the cover. So at first I was going to go, that's a lot of crap, I was going to go with Upgrade by Blake Crouch, but it doesn't just have words, it's got some designs on it, so I'm not sure if that would really count. But with that being said, it's a book of the month book, so I might still keep it on my list because I want to try to read book of the month books every month. So and it's a lot different from what I'm normally reading. But with that being said, the one that I chose I think is going to be called It's a Very Large Expanse of Sea by Tahara Mafi. She is the author of the Shadow Me series. And when I'll put the cover here so you can see it, but it's just a white cover with pretty much her words when I looked at it. So that fits the title, and it's white, and yeah. Or I think I also chose Rooms, but I'm not sure what Rooms looks like. So I think we're gonna go with Tahara Mafi's book because I actually already started it, and I'm actually enjoying it. You get a lot of insight, but anyways, we'll go on. The next challenge in her TBR Knockout is mostly white on the cover. So for this, I actually chose 2 books, and I will show both of those books to you. The first one I chose was Winter People, The Winter People by Jennifer McMahon, because clearly it's almost an all white book cover and fits snowy, like a thrillery type book, which is probably the one I'm gonna read, because I will show you the other book I chose, which is Without Merit by Colleen Hoover. So if you've been watching my TVers, you also know that I'm trying to read a Colleen Hoover book every month because I have tons of them, and I'm just trying to get through them because I really do enjoy her books. But after I had chosen all my stuff I was going to read for my TBR, I learned, or I, I was asked by a friend on Facebook if she wanted to start a book club, and I told her I wanted to be in her book club. And so a lot of other people were in it, or going to be in it too. And without going into full detail, she had a couple of books on her list. She did a little spinning wheel, and so someone chose Hopeless as one of the book reads for this month. And this is the one that was actually chosen by the wheel. And as you can tell, it's another Colleen Hoover book. So I might actually just read this one for my Colleen Hoover book for this month, because I need to read it anyways. And I will just leave Without Merit for like next month or something. I don't know. But I'm pretty set, I think, on that, because that's a lot of books so far for me. So with that being said, I'm gonna choose Hopeless as my Colleen Hoover book, and I don't know if I'll read Without Merit or not. It's on the list anyways. I mean, so if I get to it, I get to it. If not, it'll just roll over. Not a big deal. But yeah, I'm excited to read this. I have the actual hard copy and I have a Kindle copy, so yeah. So that's just an extra book for me to read because of this new book club that I'm gonna be in. That being said, the next challenge is the 12 books challenge, where friends recommend books. So I went, where's my shit? Okay. I went online to one of my Facebook groups that's like a romance group and asked what they would recommend, and I got like 27 responses with a whole bunch of different books from each person, which, you guys, amazing. And so I just went from there and chose one for this month. This seemed like it would be interesting. And it's on Kindle Unlimited, so it's easy to get. and I know you can't see because it always changes my lighting, but it's Hostile Takeover by Lucy Lennox. I mean, I'm all for this, man, because I've been into some romance books. Sorry you can't really see it all that well. It changes the lighting, but yeah. So we're gonna go with that one for that book. You guys, I just gotta show you. I got a new Kindle Fire tablet for Christmas, because for some reason I'm not a big fan of the Kindles, like the actual Kindles, because they're not in color. And my last Kindle I actually had was a Kindle Fire, so it was an actual book one, and it was in color, and I loved it. And I have a regular Kindle that I bought a few months ago, and I don't like it as much as the ones that are colored, if that makes any sense. So I got the Fire tablet, and honestly, it's no different than my Kindle Fire, my regular Kindle Fire. It's you can read books, and it does a whole lot more too. So, but I just got this case today, and I'm in love with it. So, sorry, I just had to share that. And then, with all those being said, I have other books on my list that I want to read, just in case, you know, if I have time. I don't know where I put one of them, because I don't know. So with that being said, the first one is American Queen, which I have on audio. I forget who the author is, but I will put the picture here so you can see. I think it was Sierra Simone, if I'm not mistaken. Simone Sierra, something like that. I can't remember. I'm tripping because I know I don't know where it went. Anyways, the next book I chose, just in case, is A Touch of Malice by Scarlett St. Clair. This is the third book in the series. I adore the series. It's a Hades Persephone retelling, and this is the last book in this particular series, but she's got like spin-off series to it too that has Hades' point of view. So there's that one. The other one I had put on here was 365 Days by Blanca Lipinski, I believe. But I actually finished reading that at the beginning of this month, so it's already done. But, you know, whatever. The next one is what I was trying to find, and I don't know where it is because I was reading it and I don't know what I did with it. Anyways, sorry, I'm all up in y'all's face. Where did it go? Like, oh, there it is. I'm like, how does my book just disappear that I was just reading? The next one is Recovered by J. Crownover. It's one of her standalone books, I believe, and I adore all her books. Her characters, definitely her male characters, her friendships and everything. And this one is kind of like about an addict. So it's just from the start of it, it's pretty intense. But I'm enjoying it, so that's that one. And plus it's signed because it's one that I won. So there's that. Whew. I feel like this is really long. The next one I chose to read just because it's January, it's the new year, and this is just a cute little romance, I think. Honestly, I don't know. I just found it because it said New Year's. But it's called New Year's Kiss by Lee Matthews. If you could see that. I don't know. No. But yeah. And again, it's on my Kindle, so another thing I'm trying to do is use my Kindle some more since it's brand new and I really want to read it on it. I feel like that's a lot. Last one, I promise, because this is a little books on my shelf, but I really want to read more instead of watching TV and all this, but that'll be for another video. The last one I put on here, actually I didn't put it on here. I think I just picked it up. I had previously done this video a couple nights ago and picked books out and all that, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna redo it because stuff has changed. And so one of the books I had picked previously was a second book in a series because I thought I didn't have the first book. Come to find out, the first book was right underneath the stack where I pulled the second book. So I do have the first book, so we're gonna go with that first. And that would be Gypsy King. I will get it out of my packaging here. It's Gypsy King by Daphne Perry, you guys. I have all the books in this. These are the old covers. So these are covers you actually just have to buy on her website because Amazon doesn't have them. So I have all of them but Fallen Jester, I believe, which I actually just purchased along with Stone Princess, which I do have in this cover, but I want it signed and I want the stuff that comes with these when she sends them. So I reordered the Stone Princess and then I ordered Fallen Jester as well. So just to be aware, I have an extra book to give away, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I adore these covers for some reason. Like, I'm obsessed with these covers. And I don't even know what it's about. I know it's about a motorcycle club, which I'm into because I think it was Katie McGarry. One of her adult books or adult series was about a motorcycle club, which I really enjoyed the first two. So yeah, but I'm in love with the covers and I think they are aesthetically pleasing to the eye when you see all of them together, and just the skull, and it's a whole thing with me. So, but yeah, when you order from her actual website, you can tell her to personalize it, or she'll just sign it either way. So that's signed to me, and she sends things. She sent with these anyways. that I bought from her. She sent, it's a little card and then it's a little sticker. So I'm excited for that. But yeah, that's it. And she packs it in a little plastic thingy and just detail, you know. So it's gonna go back in there. But yeah, those are all the books. This is a very long, drawn out TBR. So these are all the books, plus the ones on my Kindle and audio. So let me know if you guys have read them or what you thought, and I will be back in February with another TBR. Hopefully it's my game, but probably not. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a thing, so I'll see you guys next time.